morning. This is Scott from Scott Shop Media. Today is Thursday, spelt wrong, November 19th, and this is what is happening on the mountain. Just 3 CalTrans projects affecting your commute today. 2 of them during the day, 1 of them overnight. No major accidents or closures to report. Weather's going to look great this week. No fire weather forecasted, although we do have a onshore flow that is going to dry us out a little bit. Not a lot of wind associated with this high pressure system that's building up over the Great Basin, but it will keep the storms north of us that we were hoping for. Getting lots of snow up in the Sierras today, but nothing for us until maybe next week when there's a slight chance on actually either Wednesday or Thanksgiving Day that we might get something. Right now it's just 10 to 15% chance. So as we get a little closer, we'll keep you updated. No fires or major incidents to report on the mountain today. There were 3 crimes reported over the last couple of days across the mountain. No Edison outages reported so far. And maybe the big news is 23 new cases reported yesterday, which is a huge jump. So that's all that I have for you today. If you got a few minutes to stick around, we'll go into greater details, starting with our traffic. Traffic looks great this morning. Just a couple of closures to report. Lane closures. Highway 38 has 2 construction projects going on this morning. Ongoing emergency repairs due to the El Dorado fire on the 38, and then some additional miscellaneous work. Has you down to 1 lane at times, maybe even a pilot car as you go up and down. So if your commute takes you on the 38 today, please bring your patience and slow for the cone zone. Additionally, ongoing projects over here in the Twin Peaks area on State Route 189. You'll have some guardrail work and utility work between Lake Gregory and the 173. And then the overnight potential closures of your interchanges between the 330 and the 210 as CalTrans widens the 210 down there. They may take an interchange away from you at times. Next, we have a great looking week and weekend forecasted. A little cooler. Every day might cool off just a little bit, but nice weekend ahead. No strong winds. Maybe some slight cloud covers, but no precipitation expected until possibly Wednesday, Thursday, Thanksgiving next week. We have about a 10 to 15% chance of some precipitation, but we have a high pressure system parked over the Great Basin that's keeping that jet stream north of us for now. As that high pressure system weakens, the jet stream drops lower. We increase our chance of precipitation next week, but it all depends upon what that jet stream decides to do. But until then, we have some nice weather, but there's an onshore flow, so the wind blowing from the desert, a little bit drier, a little bit warmer than what we like to see. So that will actually dry out our fuel moisture a little bit. So with that, we have some elevated fire danger, just a moderate risk starting on Sunday. And we're surrounded by low risk, which is always good. But on the mountaintop and the high desert and the Angeles forest, we're going to be at a moderate risk for new fire starts and for fire spread Sunday and through next week until Thanksgiving. And then hopefully that moisture will make its way down here. So for the time being, the forest is still under extreme fire danger and all of the restrictions and closures in place that go along with that. And you can see in our long-term forecast, we are at a slightly elevated risk of fires for the next couple of months until we get some precipitation on the ground, some more precipitation on the ground. The snow was nice and it helped, but we need lots more than what we got last week. No fires currently burning on the mountain. No structure fires or anything like that. There was a report of a structure fire at Sugarloaf yesterday, but that was a false alarm. Somebody just had a fire going in their fireplace, which is completely legal this time of year. Actually, a fire in the fireplace is always legal, but just a reminder, clean your chimneys and don't burn trash two of the most common causes of house fires in the wintertime. 3 crimes reported on the mountain in the past couple of days. Theft over here in Lake Arrowhead, and that was from a residential break-in and by force. And then over here in Big Bear City, Big Bear Lake, we had a assault with a deadly weapon and a burglary of a commercial building. Biggest news, COVID-19. We had a big jump yesterday, 23 new cases reported on the mountain. So Angeles Oaks, you're holding at 6 new cases in Big Bear City, 3 new cases in Big Bear Lake, a new case in Blue Jay, 5 new cases in Crestline, 3 new cases in Lake Arrowhead, 2 new cases in Rim Forest, 1 new case in Sugarloaf. So you can see this is your 7-day for your community. This is your 7-day average trailing 7 days. So this was from 8 to 14 days ago. Widespread in many areas, some minimal spread in others. As a whole, the Bear Valley community, you're under a widespread risk. RIM communities, widespread risk. And this is the criteria that the school districts are going to be using to determine when they're going to be able to open. And you can see we have a ways to go. On our daily totals across the mountain, we are at a 46, which is a huge number. So that's 46 new cases per 100,000. You can see the math is pretty easy. We only have 50,000 residents, so we had 23 new cases. 23 divided by 0.5 gives us 46. That's how we do the math on a daily basis for the rest of the county. So they're at 11.5. You can see we're much higher risk than the rest of the county is right now. Much higher than the rest of the state, which is at almost a 30. And then not as bad, but getting close to the rest of the country, which is just over 50 cases per 100,000. So we need to get those numbers down below 7 for 2 consecutive weeks before we can see our risk here drop and see openings of our restaurants and things like that. So that's all I got for you today. Please follow along for late breaking news. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.